You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Quarterback making checks. Moore to the air. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. This crowd, full throat. There he goes. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Whittington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's take just a second to talk about Oregon. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown! They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks have changed their look completely in the backfield. Mekhi Hughes, Isaiah World highlighting a transfer class. It really ought to transform this team into a potent force on the ground. Is that what was missing from the squad a year ago?
I think you want to see the passing and the running working together. You've had a couple of top-notch quarterbacks the last couple of years, obviously with experience. Now, an inexperienced guy at the quarterback spot. You might need to lean more on the running game. Oregon's got the guys up front. They've got the guys in the backfield. They can do it.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, five-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Moore will throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of down. Breaks into the open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Moore to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Whittington. Touchdown! One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison.
And the Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Barry Johnson. Not a lot of space to be found. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Going right to work up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the up. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down, 10 yards to go. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Benson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They're going to ride this running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Moore will throw. He's got the back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Going to the running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's low. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job.
Touchdown, Duck! Give to the running back. Turning it on! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Moore to the air. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, the running back has it.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. quick completion on the out. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at that 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Moore will throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment.